Hey everyone, my name is Danos. We're playing another game of Open Front today. We're playing on Africa. It's a jam-packed game. In fact, the game started early because it reached the amount of players that it needed. So it's 50. And yeah, with this new update, there's all these new rivers and things. So that's gonna make it a bit more interesting. It's not just open land where you can accidentally click on someone and start attacking them. If you're separated by a river, you need to boat into the other person. You can see there's a small river to my east there. So yeah, I decided to spawn here because there's some green land I can expand to pretty quickly. I'm gonna grab an alliance with Benin because that's a more like sophisticated AI bot. So he could actually hurt me pretty bad. Yeah, this is like as crowded as this game is. Like I've got a decent amount of land I can expand to initially, and like if you spawn right next to a player, like if you guys saw my first video I posted, it's just bad news. I see this blue guy to my east too, but we're separated by a river, so I just don't feel as threatened as I usually do, I think. Yeah, now there's just a lot of bots I can take here, so I'm actually gonna fast forward this part. I'll get you guys the more interesting strategic part of this game in a second. But yeah, right now, like I'm basically just trying to surround other bots I want to capture later on. I do that to prevent other players from accessing them, so that's the general idea here. Coconut to my west there. I don't think he accepted my alliance request, so I don't really know what he's gonna do, but I'm just focusing on expansion right now. And I'm grabbing these last little bots. I'm going to slow the game back down now. Sierra Leone is a more advanced AI bot, so he's going to be a bit harder to take. He's also just bigger, but yeah, I do unfortunately get cut off because Liberia is taking him too. But yeah, I mean things are going pretty well. I'm just gonna hit a defense post there because Coconut, like I just don't know what this guy's up to. Purple Kush, I'm gonna expand into him just a bit right now. Kind of test him, like see what's going on, like is he gonna fight back, or is this something I can kind of creep into and eventually overwhelm, like maybe in one shot later on. Lord Thick, definitely want an alliance with him, like that's top priority. And Purple Kush, I'm just going into big time now because he just kind of looks distracted. There's also no one else I can really go after, so I don't have much of a choice. And I boat into open fields. You can see like where if I were to keep just clicking on him, I would have had to go through mountains. So I'm just you can see how fast I'm expanding now. And he's actually still attacking Liberia, so he didn't even try to really fight back against me. But yeah, now I still got to be a little careful. I want to keep my troop count at least around 100,000, because just even visually 100,000, like I think that can discourage other players. Yeah, so it's going good. I'm in second place at the moment. I'm just going to add a few more defense posts, and I'm going to capture this guy now, and that's pretty quick. Coconut gets the majority, but all good. And I'm going to go into Mali now because Lord Thick, my boy, he's cleaning him up, so I might as well try and capture those cities. And I don't get that port, unfortunately, but I've already got one port. Four, because of the new guy I just took too. I'm gonna take Canada now. Maybe I can get a little gold off him, and I am gonna start building some cities now. 190k gold off Canada, so that's okay. But so earlier, actually, one of the players I captured, he had 2 million gold. So that's actually given me a huge advantage in this game right now. You know, I'm able to build like a good amount of cities, and you know, even though I don't have like enormous territory, you know, like you can see my cap is 453k, and Pakokana, like I don't know what his cap is, but yeah, I just kind of have to go into him right now. I don't feel bad. I mean, I'm pretty sure I offered an alliance, like, so yeah, anyways. I'm looking at Senegal right now. I always win. He's been pretty nice to me right now, so I'm lucky in that like aspect. And I noticed those islands I voted to in the beginning of the game, someone took them over, but I guess that's okay. Senegal, he's just a bot, so I'm gonna betray this guy, and I grab like 3 more cities immediately, which is amazing. And then this Brody, I don't know how to say that. I'm just going into him now because he's weak. He's fighting territory, that blue guy, and yeah, he doesn't have any defense posts, so it's really easy. Yeah, now I'm just gonna like finish that attack. I'm in first place now. Like, honestly, so many things have gone smoothly in this game, but you know, you just like what I've been trying to do is keep my general population very high. So once in a while, yeah, I'll full send someone, or like I'll go like I'll do a 50% attack, but I try and do that if I know that I can like completely dominate them. And basically, let's just say you do a 50% attack into someone. 2 minutes later, not 2 minutes later, like 10 seconds later, if you take all their territory fairly quickly, you're gonna get a good chunk of that attack back. So it's not like you lose that 200k attack you launch. You might get 100k troops right back, and that's that's gonna keep your general troop count up. So now I always win is going into Lord Thick. I'm kind of thinking what I do next. I've been waiting. Honestly, I'm waiting. But Lord Thick, I mean, come on. He's had 30k troops at this point. So and then territory goes into him. So I mean, he's just getting double teamed. So I tried to wait, Lord Thick. But I just kind of had to go into him at this point. He was landlocked too, so he wasn't making money off trade. Like it would have been a tough game for him. But yeah, like look at this. Now I'm at like almost 1 million population. So even territory, big guy, but I can take him. I'm setting up a few more defense posts because LARP, he seems like the biggest threat right now. Yeah, like I'm happy with what's going on, but yeah, like anything could happen still because I'm only at 20% of the map, and I always win. I just send a little happy face to thank him for being a good ally. Like honestly, this guy's been solid through this game, and I think like it's almost something you need to win. Like you gotta have one neighbor who you can really count on. Yeah, I'm just going into LARP at this point, like big attack. Like I think I hit him with like 400k or something. He sends a peace request. I don't know if that's delayed or not, but yeah, I mean, like that. I actually was able to take him like fairly quickly, and it's because I just have so many cities. Like my cap right now is at like 1 million population, even if I only have 30% of the map. So yeah, like. I don't really know what can stop me right now, I think if a couple of players hit me with some hydrogen bombs, that could ruin my day. So I kind of have to be careful with what I do now. So I'm looking at Iron Dome. He's just my next door neighbor, so I'm thinking of just going into him. I'm not launching a big attack right now. I'm just just kind of testing him a little bit, honestly. You know, seeing what he's gonna do. LARP here, he wants an alliance, but then I remember I kind of hit him hard earlier, so yeah, I'm not gonna take that. Iron Dome, he's hitting back at me now, but by doing that, you know, he's losing troops, and you know, when you kind of go slow into a player, it kind of gives time to their neighbors to also decide, you know, to potentially attack them. Like Fig Wirtz, that guy, that like that brown player all the way to the northeast, like, you know, maybe he could attack Iron Dome, I don't know. Basilic here, he looks like the biggest threat for sure. He's number 2 in the game. So, you know, I thought about sending him, you know, a hydrogen bomb, but I guess I didn't. Now Iron Dome, I'm just gonna like do a big attack here. You know, I'm done playing around. There's just no point. Like, I feel like I've got so many troops at right now. I could even like go into a couple players at the same time, but that could be a big mistake. So I'm not gonna do that. Yeah, I always win. You know, still holding strong. Yeah, Figwarts, it's, you know, like, he was doing okay for being trapped in the corner like that. Like, you know, he's kind of got a bit of a naval presence in the Mediterranean. Spitball, like, he's requesting an alliance, but, you know, I can't go for Squid Brain because, you know, he's kind of narrow, and I could get annexed if a couple guys team up on me, so I have to go for Spitball. You know, honestly, like, I don't, it's not like I love, you know, rejecting people's friend requests or anything. Like, if this were a game, if this was like a longer game where if you attack someone, you kind of destroyed their industry, and, you know, like, if you were in this for like a couple of hours, like, yeah, I'd probably take, you know, more alliances. I'd be more careful. But, you know, these are just honestly pretty quick games. So, you know, I'm just kind of focusing on snowballing right now. You know, but hey, maybe a future update is gonna let you, you know, play longer, more drawn out games. And, you know, I'm kind of hoping the developers add more buildings, right? Like industry, like maybe some factories or something. Like, is there any way we can get this to have like tanks or infantry or something like that? You know, I don't know. And, you know, I'd be interested to see even like if, you know, they could keep the version of the game they have right now like available for people to play, because it's kind of the OG. But yeah, maybe just have another mode. Who knows? I don't know. The other thing is, like, they're really filling up their games. Like, obviously this game was completely filled up, so, you know, maybe they just want to keep that momentum going. They don't want to split, you know, their players between a whole bunch of game modes. I don't really know what their plans are. But yeah, I mean, you guys just saw me take Basilic. You know, he was yeah, the biggest threat for sure. And he'd actually attack me a little bit. And, you know, there's a reason why I didn't just full send him completely. Like you saw, I left just a tiny bit of his territory at the end there, and it's because I wanted to take a minute to make sure I wasn't missing anything. But yeah, with Pooh here, that's game. Thanks a lot for watching, everyone, and I'll catch you in the next video.